Welcome to History in the Making. What you are about to see has never been attempted before. Hundreds of people from all over Britain have been brought together to tackle an issue of national importance, the crisis of rising crime. The politicians have failed to crack the problem, but can the people do any better? They've got just 2 days to do it, so they're going to have to work hard. They've come with their own ideas, of course, but they're going to be bombarded with new information, and cooped up with 300-plus strangers for a weekend guarantees the sparks will fly. But it's democracy in action, in a way that hasn't been tried before. They've got 48 hours to crack crime.
I've got a busload who's been on the road since early in the morning.
Our 300 were picked by random sampling from 40 different constituencies in England, Scotland and Wales by an independent survey organisation, SCPR. They come from many walks of life and represent every shade of opinion. So the views they start out with mirror the attitudes of the nation. All they have in common is that they are registered to vote. What we're attempting is a new form of democracy. It's the dream of a man who thinks our current system fails the people. Most people don't have the time or motivation to really think about important issues. But these 300 people are being given just that opportunity. The process begins. My name is Sheena MacDonald. I'm the presenter of the television programme, so I'll be sharing this weekend with you. Thank you then for coming, and can I also congratulate you for committing yourself to this project, because by doing so, you are taking part in an unprecedented experiment, really, in democratic activity. This is the first time ever, not just in Britain, but the first time in the world, that a random representative cross-section of people have come together to tackle an issue of national importance in this way. The whole weekend, if you like, then, is, well, a laboratory, or perhaps a test tube is a better metaphor. I'm going to hand you over to the man whose idea this is. He's been working on it for years. I know you know a little bit about this. He'll tell you more about it. All over the world, there's interest in this kind of democratic activity. You are the first people to turn this man's ideas into action. He's come all the way from Texas to be here this evening. I'll hand you over now to Professor Jim Fishkin. Jim.
Thank you. You have won a lottery offering you the chance to do something historic. Nothing like this, as Sheena says, has actually been done before, or has been done for at least 2,400 years. That is, not since the citizens' juries and legislative commissions chosen by lottery or by random sample in ancient Athens has there been a statistical microcosm of an entire citizenry brought together to a single place to deliberate on important public issues. At the end, you tell us what you really think. And if you do that, we can set an example, I believe, for democracy all over the world. And it would be an example of a kind of democracy that brings power to the people, but under conditions where the people can think.